All right, guys, let's get into this story. This is a really crazy story, and I can't even believe the outcome. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Trying to just crank them out today. All right, this is on Courtney Clenney's. Now, Courtney her trial hasn't even begun. I don't know when this trial is going to begin. Honestly, I know about this case, but it's been a while. I'm going to be a little rusty-dusty on this. I know that she killed her boyfriend. Yes, okay. She was an Onlyfans model. Courtney Clenney's defense attorney sat down with Vinnie Paulton to outline their defense argument in the fatal stabbing of Christian Obumseli. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So she's claiming that this was self-defense, but as time goes on, more and more evidence is coming out. More and more videos are being exposed of how abusive, not only verbally, but physically, that this girl is. And clearly there's some kind of alcoholism, maybe drugs. And I say that because she herself in one of the videos is like, I was sober for 10 days and then you come around and look, I'm not sober anymore. So, I mean, she's the one who used those words, not me. But so she started, I guess, on OnlyFans, but there's older videos. She used to do like the weightlifting competition. So she looked completely different. I mean, like completely different. And then at some point she started OnlyFans. And made enough money to where she could afford, I think her rent was like $15,000 a month in a high-rise luxury apartment or condo in Miami. So, yeah, let's get into it. I'm probably going to start this, run and go pee, and then this is 43 minutes long. I'm going to see exactly what it's offering. If it's too much like yip yap between other people, I might cut some out. We'll see how it goes. But she hasn't been on trial yet. Her parents as well got arrested, and I'm going to try to find that footage because I remember watching that and being like, and I think they were in Texas, but they like took a laptop allegedly that was hers that could have had, evidence on it or something and did something with it. I don't know. We're going to all find out because Courtney Clenney, is she guilty? Is she not? Was it self-defense? What do you guys think? I'll tell you what I think at the end, but let's get into it.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are simply that, opinions. All are presumed innocent until proven otherwise in a court of law. Sensitive topics are discussed. Discretion is advised.
I'm Vinnie Paulton. The subject of my investigation is the Onlyfans murder trial. This involves a good-looking young couple who seemed to have everything. But behind closed doors, they were more like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, with one big difference. One is dead, and the other is charged with murder. Here's the story. 26-year-old Courtney Clenney is a social media star. She has over 2 million followers and has built a very successful career. While she's very visible on Instagram, she also has an Onlyfans page. This is a place where her fans can pay her through the app for access to videos and images you will never see on Instagram. She was so successful, she was living in a plush apartment in Miami, where monthly rents were between $10,000 and $12,000 a month. She was living with with her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, until April 3rd of 2022, when Courtney used a knife to kill him. She is claiming self-defense, but prosecutors say she was the aggressor the day she killed Christian, just like she was the aggressor in this elevator 2 months before the killing. What was going on in this volatile relationship? Who was the victim and who was the abuser? And exactly how did that knife end up killing Christian? We'll take a closer look as we investigate the Courtney Clenney Onlyfans murder.
There is no doubt the more you learn about Courtney and Christian, the more you realize this was a very toxic situation. And they were living a life that you wouldn't wish on your children, that to be so young and to be involved in a situation like that. Now, prosecutors have charged Courtney Clenney with murder. She's claiming self-defense. Some of the information, some videos, text messages, surveillance videos, body cams, cell phone videos have become public. And we've seen them and we've been watching them since we've covered this story. And to be honest, when I look at these videos and read these text messages, it seems almost exclusively in all of these that Courtney is the aggressor, much like prosecutors are alleging that she's the abuser in the relationship. So I want to show you some of those videos right now so you have an understanding for what I'm talking about.
Like, I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like, but you're hindering my progress. You need to sit down. You need to sit down. Let go of me.
The crazy thing about all of this is that yesterday, when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do and you were telling me I wished I could have taken your pain away. Did I make you feel like for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and hoped tomorrow will be better.
Both my dogs better be in that.
Right there.
You are so lucky both my dogs.
Stop hitting me.
No, because you let my dogs.
I'm doing that for you.
My dogs.
My bad.
Me, my dogs are more
Okay, my
important.
bad. I'm just making.
No, not your bad. Give me something. Give me something better than my bad.
I'm sorry.
I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize, but you hit me.
Shut the up. Don't. You know well, the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap you.
I'm gonna slap you.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it. Find it and charge it!
I'm sorry.
I don't care. Find it and charge
Hey,
it.
just stop.
Don't.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I was on the couch, watching through the glass thing, and my mouth on my face. Then I went back to bed, and I was watching too bad.
Did anybody throw anything?
No,
So why would you think that there is damage to the room to be made?
because I've done that before in our house, and I
What have you done?
thrown a glass at him.
When I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Okay, well,
Was there?
yeah.
Maybe I did.
So from the beginning, the defense has been very clear that this is self-defense and that Courtney was a victim to Christian's violence in this relationship. And that brings me to our first question in this investigation, which is, where is the evidence of Christian abusing Courtney? Where is this evidence? Where will it come from? Does it exist right now? To help me get to the bottom of all this, joining us, Courtney Clenney's defense team joining us tonight. Attorneys Frank Prieto and Sabrina Puglisi are with us. Frank, Sabrina, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Want to get both sides of every story we cover. So Frank, I'll begin with you. So where is that evidence? What is the evidence of Christian being the one who's abusing Courtney?
Sure. Vinny, thanks for having us. We appreciate it. Happy holidays to you and your viewers around this holiday season. Listen, and I'm glad you played the introduction of the elevator video because that's deceptive. We have video footage, which the media doesn't like to play. When she gets onto that elevator, going down from her apartment, her foot is bleeding. She leaves a blood prints in the elevator because she's going to go downstairs to complain about what just happened in the apartment. And you see that on other video footage where Christian comes in and wipes the elevator before she gets back in when he's in the lobby trying to prevent him from going up to the floor. Nobody sees that, right? There's a lot of things here that the public doesn't see because, quite honestly, we're not pushing that narrative out there, unlike the prosecution did when they first made the arrest.
Sabrina, is this a case where there are more videos beyond what we have seen now? Like, I understand what Frank's explaining about additional parts of this video, and we're going to
I just wanted to pause there for a second because in that video, now I know the defense attorneys, I know what they're paid to do. They're paid to defend. That man could have really hurt her. And she was dogging him out on that elevator. Now, this defense attorney is trying to give us prior context to them getting on that elevator and that what wasn't showed. Well, what we do see is their client completely slapping, grabbing, doing a ton of shit to her boyfriend. And he could have given her a pretty decent shove to get her to stop. And he truly just kind of like keeps her away. I think at one point he kind of locks her down a little bit with his head to just get her to kind of stop. If I was a juror, that video alone would have sold it for me.
we have to dig up that ourselves. But are there other videos, or is it the testimony and what Courtney can tell a jury about what was happening?
Yes, Vinny, there actually are other videos. One good example of that is Arthur Cupp. If you look at the body cam footage from officers on the day that Christian died, you'll see that a neighbor from across the street doesn't know Courtney, doesn't know Christian, comes voluntarily to the police to tell him of an incident he saw the week before about how he watched Christian hitting Courtney in the head area. That's just one example. If you look at the Las Vegas video that you actually do play here, a clip of, you'll see at the very beginning of it, the officer testifies that security testifies she's the one who called police or security. She says that she was afraid. They go up, they find clumps of her hair on the floor in the hotel room. And the reason she gets arrested is because she's trying to protect him. She actually says in a clip, you know, I didn't tell you everything because I was trying to protect him. So I think even in the videos you show, there's clips that show self-defense.
I want to do this. I want to play what I found was probably the most interesting on this issue, because it's just before all of this happens, where she's in the lobby talking about a restraining order. Let's watch.
All right, so what do you want to say?
I want to be like, I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him, okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
So Frank, that's, to me, this has always been the most powerful piece of evidence that at least we have our hands on, that we've noticed in the build up to this trial, which will happen at some point, I guess. What's the story behind her wanting a restraining order?
Well, Vinny, you know what? This is look, the events of April 3rd, 2022 shouldn't have happened. You know, Courtney wishes that day never came. Christian's passing is a tragedy. There's no doubt about that. But I'll tell you, that this is a testament to domestic violence victims around the country, around the world, that you need to get help sooner. And, unfortunately, I think law enforcement missed their opportunity. Tragedy. You're aware that we've listed the world's most renowned specialist on battered wife syndrome, and she's our expert witness. Courtney, mentally, I think more mentally than physically, but this was a toxic relationship. Look, the state said it, but this never happened, and people need to speak out and understand they can get away from these relationships before something like this would happen. But Courtney took actions that she had to that night to save her life.
Sabrina, how would you describe the nature of the relationship, the power in the relationship? Because Courtney is the one who's controlling the pocketbook, right? She's the one that's earning the money so they can live in this beautiful building down in one of the most exclusive parts of Miami. So how does that play into the nature of their relationship?
It's that classic domestic violence, right? The manipulation that the other person is able to do. You're so tied to that person, so much so that you start blaming yourself for things that that person does against you. Oh, you hit me, but you hit me because it was my fault, because I did something wrong or I said something wrong. It was a classic abuse situation. And, unfortunately, this was so toxic. And you look and it looks like they had a beautiful life, right? Beautiful couple, beautiful place in Miami. But a picture is just that. It really hides what is underneath. And underneath, this was just a very sad and dangerous situation.
All right, Frank Prieto, Sabrina Puglisi are going to stay with us. When we come back, should Courtney Clenney receive bond?
The facts that I think the court's now more made aware of, the witness who saw the beating. Obviously, the state has compelling evidence as well, but I think this is a case where the court can craft a bond.
Now, back to the Court TV podcast.
She was like a ballerina, and the husband was some kind of wealthy individual, but they had a child in common. They also, you could say, they had a tumultuous relationship. There was some custody issues. There was injunction hearings related prior to the shooting. But she unloaded 6 bullets into this man, was given a bond on house arrest. Her former police officer, Marcia Thompson, she shot, I think, 5 or 6 rounds into her husband of a long-term relationship. She did allege in this particular case a battered spouse syndrome defense, which is what Dr. Walker has evaluated Ms. Clenney and has found that she was suffering from battered spouse syndrome. In this particular case, the court granted her, after Arthur hearing, a $250,000 bond. These are just a couple of, and these are recent examples of courts in other jurisdictions granting a bond in what I would argue to the court is more of a, it's a lot different than throwing a knife, taking a loaded gun and unloading a clip or however many rounds they were.
As Courtney Clenney waits for a trial date, she's locked up, and obviously her attorney's trying to get her out on bond, making the argument and the comparison to a couple of the cases that you saw here on Court TV, where accused killers were out on bond down in Florida. They used guns. Courtney Clenney used a knife. Now, part of Courtney Clenney's story is that she threw the knife at Christian Obumseli. Didn't go up and stab him, but threw the knife. She's made that statement. So during one of these bond hearings, I want to show you some of the evidence that the defense brought forward concerning the possibility of someone being able to throw a knife and do the damage that was done to Christian Obumseli.
Now, we're going to see there's no sound here. Do you know if there was a sound recorded or not?
We did not do a sound recording.
you describe to the court, I mean, obviously we can see what's going on, but from your observation as an expert, medical examiner, what, if anything, does this demonstration show you?
Well, he threw 6 knives, and he essentially had 3 of them stick, and the 4th one came in and hit one of the 3rd one, knocking the 3rd one out, but probably that would have been a kill. Then there was a clean miss, number 5. Number 6, the impact was just barely grazed the side of the carcass.
Okay, so if this is a case where, there's some domestic violence, maybe it's self-defense, maybe it isn't, maybe she threw the knife, maybe she didn't stab him, it brings us to our next question, which is about her status right now. And the question is, should Courtney Clenney receive bond? Still with us, Courtney Clenney's defense team, Frank Prieto, Sabrina Puglisi. So, Frank, that was an unusual moment, I will admit. I've never seen that in a courtroom, but...
All right. I think they basically just keep going, talking back and forth, and I want to see some real stuff. Okay, you guys know I'll link everything that I use. I'll link it in the description if you want to go watch the full 43 minutes of Vinnie Politan. You go right ahead. It will be in the description box. It's just so self-explanatory. There's not a lot of that I can really comment on, but I will play a few of these. When was that? 11 months ago.
To the Courtney Clenney case, Clenney case, which is out of Miami. There's new video of an alleged attack on victim Christian Obumseli. The video was shot in Aspen, Colorado in 2022 and was released by the Haggard law firm, which represents the Obumseli family. Now, this attack happened just before Obumseli was stabbed to death on April 3rd, 2022. And we want to warn you, it can be a bit difficult to watch.
Anyway, I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because I'm you. You're hindering my progress.
You need to sit down. You need to sit
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Come on.
Let go of me.
Okay.
Come on, boy. Let go of me. I can't even, I'll start to hit you later. Get the off me.
You don't want to hit me?
Christian, he saw me, and I know he's looking. I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with that you treat me. Yes, I'm not mad at you.
You let Malone say some line that affected you.
I didn't let her say anything.
I didn't say
you did.
Hey, let's go to Malone right now. Let's pull up her.
No, I'm just gonna hear the scenes.
No, she's in the group chat. Let's put her on the phone right now.
I dare you.
Yeah, you dare me? Keep saying
you
it.
Do it.
Then stop saying it then.
Do it.
Then stop saying it then. Then stop saying it then. Come on.
Let me
Ask her. Ask her, did I touch her breast yesterday?
How instigated he is?
No, you're telling me I touched her breast yesterday when I...
You did. I didn't say touch it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as I actually don't agree with you. Actually, I'm done.
Okay.
Can you send him home?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Done. Because you're costing me money. I didn't do he's got to this house because of you.
You let Malone say some line that...
No, because of you. Flirting with 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe
you and you?
Matter.
You and you?
Milan.
I was flirting with Milan.
And she said, hey, come get your mans. He's trying to come home with me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying. She said, come get your mans that I was trying to hit on Milan. Come on, baby. Okay. That doesn't even sound right.
Christian, you're fired.
Fine.
Hopefully, shut up.
You never see me again. You are the most
good bitch. Shut
ever met in my life. You corny.
You get the out of here. This isn't even my house.
Yeah, cool.
It's not my house. You're just like my boyfriend. Get the out of here.
Just like your boyfriend?
I can actually get done if you're not here.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
Okay, I'll remember that next time.
Get out of here. No, that's not even the next time. Get the
Stop touching
Get out.
me. Don't touch me again.
Good thing, get out, bitch. Get out.
Bitch.
You never loved me. The way you talk, the way that you treated the girls, and now you embarrass me. I don't want anything to do with you.
I embarrassed you yesterday.
You're really just self-conscious. You always talk about, oh, Christian, you like this. I say, what did I tell you before? You're the baddest person in this bitch. No one has anything on you. I tell you this every day. I have text messages that you say, Christian, thank you for the content.
Shut up! But you don't do it the next day!
Why are you screaming? There's people in this house.
Get out, for real. I never want to see you again.
Cool.
So difficult to watch those young people struggle. Clenney is being held without bond on a second-degree murder charge. The Onlyfans model's attorney says Obumseli was stabbed in self-defense because Clenney was a victim of domestic violence. Prosecutors claim Clenney was the abuser. The pair had a law.
Oh, God. Okay. Let's see. What did she get a new felony charge for? That one we saw. What's this one? Oh, that's law and crime. I can't do anything law and crime, guys. I get copyrighted. Oh, I want to link this interrogation. I want to charges dropped against Onlyfans model in computer. Oh, I'm gonna put that on there too. I do want to try to find the body cam. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, let me save to watch later. But we're gonna watch this together and possibly a few more before I close this out because we're only at 26 minutes. Let's go ahead and see this. Hopefully this will let me repost it. This is a New York Post though. Let me try this one.
We're seeing newly released body cam video capturing the moments after Courtney Clenney was placed in handcuffs. The Onlyfans model accused of stabbing her boyfriend inside their Edgewater apartment is seen distraught and covered with blood after his death. Take a look.
My boyfriend's blood is all over.
I know, but you can't. Unfortunately, you can't go in there. You can't go in the apartment.
In the video, Clenney is heard begging officers to see Christian Obumseli and repeatedly ask them about his condition. Police then explain that she cannot go back inside the One Paraiso apartment because it's considered a crime scene. Now, you may remember when the incident happened back in April of 2022, Obumseli was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Clenney remains in jail, charged with second-degree murder. She and her parents were also charged with cyber crimes after police say they broke into Obumseli's laptop.
Get up right now.
Why did you keep him upright? I just want to keep him
Get up
upright.
right now. Mommy, what happened? Listen, get up right now.
Baby, wake up. Wake up.
What's in your Courtney? Courtney.
Just keep him sitting upright. Leave.
Courtney, listen to me. Get up. Get up, come on. You gotta get the dogs in.
Okay.
Get up.
Please go. Please.
Listen. Get him up. Get up right now. You can drop him on the floor. I'll help him out. Get up.
Oh, no. No, I can't. I can't let this. Okay.
It's back on.
Wait, it wasn't. Guys.
Relax.
Why? No, guys.
Relax. Boss, what's going on? Hey, you good? What do you have? Relax.
I promise I'll be okay, baby.
What's his name?
Daddy will be back.
What's his name?
What is his name? Christian Obumseli.
What's his name?
Christian Obumseli. Christian. Obumseli, please.
Listen, sit down. Do me a favor, sit down. Do not
Why are
move.
you yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Do not move, sit down.
Okay,
we don't know what's going on. We don't know what happened.
I'm terrified
So
for him.
right now, don't worry. They're helping him. So just sit down. Don't move. Okay.
All right, I figured we would do a really quick update on anything recent of Courtney Clenney since this occurred. It was 2 years ago. It looks like she was denied bond in November of this year, so last month. It did look like they dropped those charges for her parents. I'm still gonna link the video of if I can find the body cam of when they went to their parents' house. This case is, you guys know that I try so hard to like be as like down the middle as I can. I can't stress enough to you that every opinion is wanted, and just because like I think something doesn't mean that you can't share how you feel. I know most people on social media just go ahead and share, but there are people like that would bypass certain videos because they're like, oh, I don't agree with that. You can share how you feel. Like I can't emphasize that enough. I'm going to share my personal opinion on this case and what I believe the outcome is going to be, and how I feel could be completely different from how you feel, and that is a-okay. All right. So I just feel like I have to always say that because it's funny, like when I notice like when I'm commenting back to people in the comment section on any of my videos, it's almost like people are surprised when like people aren't being hateful. Come on, guys. Let's be super nice to each other. There's enough hate in this fucking world. Look at this case we're covering, for Christ's sakes. Okay. I think she's 1000% guilty. I can't say that there wasn't abuse going on any ends. What we have seen, the evidence that has been put out there, she's the aggressor. I'm not saying that he never ever, she 1000% did what she did, whether she was under the influence of some type or not. I believe that she should be in prison for the rest of her life. That is my opinion and mine only. And leave yours down below. And hopefully there will be a trial date set at some point for this woman, because my goodness, I feel like it's been forever. We just keep getting updates and that's it. But that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one.
Thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share with some friends.